So it's gonna start where we're
Oh, hi YouTube.
recording. Hi.
Yay. Hi. Okay, so then now let's go to our your Audacity, my garage band.
Yep.
All right. And then on the
Okay.
count of 3. Okay, so wait. Don't press record. Yeah. Did you press record? Okay. Okay. Here we're on. 3, 2, 1, press record. Okay, I am recording.
Me too.
Okay, and then 1, 2, 3. It's tea time.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hi guys.
welcome to another episode of Tea with Claudia and B. That's B,
Hello.
and I'm Claudia.
She's still here.
Yes. So glad to be here. We're so excited, and we're loving the feedback that we're getting from the episodes. And yes, I know that I say and I don't know, and all
What
the
are you
time.
talking about, Claudia?
So I'm working on that. But B is
Mhm.
like a professional, you guys.
Oh, I
She's
am not. I use all the filler words too. I appreciate you saying that. I definitely have to work on it as well. We're a great team. But yeah, thank you guys for listening and for liking and subscribing and sending us all the messages. We love it.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Well, at the end of the show, we need to talk about the different ones that we've gotten and like say, I think it'd be fun to share because they're great.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we wanted to share a little bit more because we've gotten some fun messages. So if that's any motivation to you guys to send us that message you've been thinking about, definitely do, because we would love to share with all the other listeners too. We want everyone to enjoy it together. And there have been some funny comments, so we want to we want you guys to laugh with us.
They are funny.
Mhm.
They are funny. So I know that everyone's question for me is going to be, Claudia, where are your headphones?
I know, it's so different. I barely recognized you actually without them.
I know. And where are you? So I actually am visiting my uncle and aunt for Christmas. Don't worry, we're being safe about it. Like, my dad is a doctor. He's actually leads the research at the hospital he works at for COVID. So I've checked with him and told him, everything. So don't freak out. So I am visiting my uncle, and he plays guitar, and so we're doing a couple of Christmas gigs at a restaurant. Don't worry, it's totally safe with COVID and everything. Like, yeah, so everyone, don't freak out.
That's fun.
So I am over there right now, and so I am in my aunt's office recording. So, and the reason I don't have my cat headphones is because I was in such a rush packing, and totally forgot my headphones. So these are my lovely mother's. So
Aw. Well, if it comes between like getting your makeup bag or getting your earphones, like I think you made the right decision, in my opinion. So,
yeah. Well, and I had just finished like a 5-show weekend. I was exhausted, and I had to leave really early the next morning and just completely zoned out
yeah.
with packing them. But that's okay.
Hey, you're
That's all
here. You're
good.
still doing it. You're making it happen. So that's
I
awesome.
know.
Mhm.
Yay.
Texas for the holidays. Yeah.
I know. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
We hope
Well, I
that you
guess late
enjoyed
Merry
our
Christmas.
game that we did on our Instagram. That was fun, on our stories.
It was fun. I don't know about you, because I know you're with your parents, and I don't know how many people were like there out of your family, but I had to keep like running away. Like I'd be with family and I'd be like, I'll be right back. Just hold on a second.
I know. Same here. I was like, it's the last question. Hang on,
It was really fun though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was super fun. I told B, I said, it's like we're Marco Poloing, but it's for all the world to see.
It totally was. It was perfect.
Yeah. It was so fun. It was great. It was great. So, okay. Well, we wanted to use this episode to make an announcement. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
We know that we've been a little bit all over the board with these episodes, and it's been fun. It's been we just wanted to start it, and so we started it, and we had ideas when we did start that we wanted to kind of lead into, but we weren't sure exactly the direction we wanted to take everything. So now we have a direction, and it's wonderful, and
I know.
it's gonna be so fun.
It's going to be so fun. I'm
Mhm.
so pumped. Okay. Ooh, I feel like we need to do a drum roll. Okay. So
Let me just bang on the microphone.
yeah, I know, right? I know. So basically, we decided that we are going to start our very own Tea with Claudia and B.
Go on. What does that mean?
Jane Austen Book Club.
A book club, everyone. We're doing a book club. Have I ever successfully finished a full book club? No. This is going to be the first time, and I'm so excited.
Well, and I'm excited because this is actually my second Jane Austen book club that I've done. So, and actually the last one that I did, we didn't actually finish. We didn't have a persuasion. Because the persuasion was the last book, we didn't have a persuasion meeting. So this is going to be the first one I've completed, hopefully, you know. So we're doing all 6 for novels.
Yes.
All 6 for novels. So excited. So I got B on to one of my favorite movies, which is the Jane Austen Book Club.
So good, you guys.
Such a great movie.
I don't know how I hadn't seen it, because I really love all things Jane Austen, and I'd heard of that one, but I just hadn't watched it for some reason. So you had this idea that you wanted to kind of do this with the podcast, and you were like, just watch this movie. And then after I watched it, I loved it, and you were like, I think we should do that kind of same format or style. And I was like, okay. Done.
Well, the funny thing is I assumed that you had seen it, so I was talking to you like you had, and then you were like, want to know a secret? I actually haven't seen Jane Austen Book Club, and I was like,
no, it's funny because when you start talking about things that you're like, things that are obsessions, like Harry Potter's another one of them. And Jane Austen is a big one when people like get really into them and just passionate about the books, and then the movies that have been adapted from the books and things like that. And then when you have to admit that you haven't like seen the whole canonized like options of every movie and all that, sometimes people are like, oh my gosh, like, do you even know who Jane is? And so when you were talking about it, I was like, oh, this might be one of those ones that's like, how have you not seen that if you like her books? Like, that's ridiculous.
No,
but
not at all. Like, no, I don't ever think that. But I understand where it's kind of embarrassing. Like, I'm embarrassed with some of the books I still haven't read. I'm like, oh gosh.
I know, I actually haven't read all her books yet.
Yeah, either. So, and that's fine. Well, I haven't.
Listen, I'm sorry. I have a life. I do things. Okay.
Well, no, I haven't read. I've read her 6 main novels, but I haven't read some of her other books like Love and Friendship and Sanditon.
Yes, I haven't read those 2 either, and I haven't read Northanger Abbey. So, I'll get to that with this book club, so it'll be great. But
yes, I know.
There's just too many books to read, and
I know
it's okay. You know, you have a lifetime to do this stuff.
Yes. So if you guys have not seen the Jane Austen book club, do that right now.
Yes, watch it. It's worth it.
Where did you watch it, B?
I rented it on Amazon Prime. You can either buy it or rent it there and then stream it. And I think it's a couple bucks to rent. I just bought it because I knew I would want to rewatch it again.
Yes.
So you can do it there.
Yes, it's so worth it. I actually have a DVD of it, and I just plop it into I have external DVD player thing for my laptop, and I pop it in there, and you know, so because when I did have a TV and a stereo, a DVD player.
What year is this?
No, I know. I meant DVD, but I would just put it in there, and constantly watching it over and over again. So anyway, do that right now. Basically, the premise of the story is they do start a book club, but the reason they start it is because one of the characters, her dog dies. And so she's a breeder. So is she a breeder?
Yeah.
No,
yeah, she breeds like super fancy dogs and then trains them and stuff. So
yes, Norwegian Ridgebacks. And so they were like, oh, let's start the book club. And then something really sad happens to another character. I don't want to give it away. And then they're like, oh, we need this book club more than ever. And so it's just, I've actually read the book, the Jane Austen Book Club, and I prefer the movie.
Really?
Yeah, like I read the book and I guess I need to reread it, but I read it and I just was kind of like, this is not as exciting as the movie. I don't know why, but
that's funny. Yeah. I have a couple books like that too. And I think I don't know. You have to change things to adapt books to film. Like it doesn't always go well, you know?
Hmm.
And I think
Yes.
sometimes the story adaptation into the movie is just like better represented. And sometimes authors can get really long-winded or whatever like that. Like I have a couple too, and I'm just like, I feel like they just cut to the point really well, and it's great. So that's funny that this is
Yeah.
one of them, though.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is I need to reread it probably because that's, and as you notice, sometimes certain parts of my life, the books hit differently. I don't know why. I don't
Oh
know what
yeah.
it is. You
Hmm.
know.
You recognize different lessons,
Hmm.
which
Yeah,
I think
you
is one
do.
reason that Jane Austen is as popular and beloved as she is, because she kind of takes like some might say silly stories, like they're just these love stories and they're a little fanciful, and she wrote them that way on purpose. But within all those stories, you kind of hit like some really serious topics that people have gone through that were hard for them, but it's presented in kind of this like idyllic, charming way. And I think it's easier for us to like relate and process through it that way. It's not as heavy sometimes. So I think that's one reason that I know that's why I really enjoy her books, because they're
Me
relatable.
too. Me too. They really are. So they basically decide in the movie, they decide to do books that they've already read. And then
Mhm.
it's really sweet. There's a scene with Emily Blunt plays this character called Prudy. And then
So
this
good. I love
character,
her.
I do too. And this character called Bernadette, who is she played by?
Kathy
I can't.
Baker.
Yes, and I love her. I adore her. Bernadette is like one of my favorite characters. I want to be her when I'm old so bad. And she basically says, "Oh, what books are we going to read? Because everybody's so busy, blah, blah, blah." And
Mhm.
she's like, "Oh, why don't we read books we've already read?" And then Emily Blunt's character is like, "How do we know what books we've already read?" And then she
Mhm.
goes, Emma, Mansfield Park, Sense and Sensibility, or Pride and Prejudice, Persuasion, Northanger Abbey, and who am I forgetting? Sense. Oh, Sense and Sensibility. It's been years since I've read Sense and Sensibility. When I come
Yeah.
back, Hot Water and Lemon. And she's like, I get Pride and Prejudice. So they each character chooses a book that they want to be the host for, and that's what I know. My friends and I, that's what we did when I did this last time, and I picked Northanger Abbey. It's my favorite.
Mhm.
So basically, what we want to do is, so we're going to read a book a month starting in February.
Yep.
And then we are going to have at the end of the month for sure, B and I are going to go live and kind of have like a celebration. We're
Yeah.
still in the works of deciding what exactly it's going to be. It's probably going to be a little different for each book. We don't know.
Yeah.
We're figuring it out. A
We are.
celebration where we just get together with you guys and we'll talk about the book and have conversation. You can even have your cocktail or tea or whatever, your wine,
Yeah.
whatever you
You
want.
celebrate with us in your style. Like that way everyone can kind of come watch the Facebook Live with us, and we could be together as our own celebration, which is great because obviously Claudia and I live across the country from each other. So getting together
Yes.
once a month to do this might be a little difficult, but with the magic that is Facebook Live, we can still do it and everyone can join in
Yes.
wherever they are. So,
Yes, and also even if we did live close, I mean, we might not be able to get together with a bunch of people. So this
yeah.
way, because of all this stuff going on, so it'd be so fun, and we can dress up and call it
Mhm.
it's like our little book
Our
meeting,
tea
but
party.
on the internet. Yes, on the
Yeah.
interwebs.
So
So
this will kind of develop more as we go on, and with each book we'll do something unique for that book. So it'll be really fun because that way we'll have a little consistency in meeting and posting these episodes, but then we'll also have some diversity in what we want to do. If you guys have a suggestion for a book that you want to have some like see us do something, like definitely send it our way so that we can plan accordingly and incorporate that. So we would love to hear
yeah,
your
it's gonna be
ideas.
so fun. It will be fun.
Mhm.
And then so for each book, we were gonna do probably a couple of Facebook lives also with me and B that are themed to the book.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so I think that would be really fun, and we'll have like different challenges and interactions with you guys that we can do, and with like certain hashtags and all of that, which would be so fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited to see everyone posting and like linking to it. It'll be so fun. So,
It will be so fun.
um, so if you
Yeah.
don't already have a copy of Emma, order it now so that you
Because
can join
Emma
us.
is, I know. So Emma is February. I'm sorry. So that's our
Yes.
first book.
Yes.
So the order, I guess we should read the order. The order,
Okay.
which we will post the order too, but the order is February is Emma,
Mhm.
March is Mansfield Park, April is Northanger Abbey, May is Pride and Prejudice, June is Sense and Sensibility, and July is Persuasion.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
those are the books.
So that will take us, through the better part of summer. And then from there, we do kind of still want to continue the idea of a book club and classic literature and talking about that. So we will plan and take in any feedback and decide what we want to read after that. There are the two kind of, I don't know what you'd call them, the Jane Austens that were finished or not finished completely, Sanditon and Love and Friendship.
Yeah.
So we could do both of those in 1 month, or we could kind of pivot and do a Bronte or do Arthur Conan Doyle or Charles Dickens, whatever we want, whatever we're feeling. So this is going to be your one-stop shop for any kind of classic literature, bookish people. Those are our people. So we're gonna do it. I'm so excited.
Yes, I'm so excited. It'll be so fun.
Mhm.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So your first assignment though is to watch Jane Austen Book Club if you have not seen it.
Yes, do it. Even if you have seen it, do it again so you're refreshed and ready to jump in with us. And I don't know, hopefully we all have the same kind of awakening that they went through in that movie.
I know. Hopefully, we'll end up engaged by the end of Persuasion.
That'd be great. I really want to have babies in 2021, so that'd be great. I'm not kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
Oh
Do you think
my
I should lead
goodness.
with that on like dating apps? Should I put that in my bio of like I would
Be
really
like,
if you're
babies in
down
2020.
with getting pregnant ASAP.
Oh my goodness.
I worry about the men I would attract that way, but
Oh no, a little worried.
it's a tricky thing,
It is. What would Jane do?
Well, she did have an option to get married and she chose not to. So,
I know.
Which I
Well,
actually
that's
do relate to her in that sense, because like I'm not single because I haven't had options, if you know what I mean. Like there have been times where I could have gotten engaged and I was like, I just don't think it's right, and then there are like other times where I did want to get engaged and it didn't end up working. But like I think that's pretty. I think a lot of people can relate to that there's that moment in a relationship where you can dive in and totally go for it, or you could be like, I don't know. And if you know Jane's story, like that's kind of essentially what it was for her. Like she had options and she just didn't feel like she could move forward with them. So
I know. I wish I could go back in time and ask her,
oh my gosh, right? So fascinating.
I know.
It really does. It's like the biggest pet peeve of mine that all of her journals were burned when she died, which obviously that's what she wanted. So yay, okay, good. But I want to know about her personally.
I do too. And I want to know, I wonder what her personality was like. I imagine her being a kind of a quiet, funny,
Yeah, like a dry sense of humor where you have to kind of be listening to get her.
Because she's an author, and I feel like she was very just a witty, funny. I don't know. I totally see that in her.
Oh yeah, because she finds so much like humor in the ordinary in her books. She'll describe something where it's just a normal everyday occurrence, but then she brings out the humor in it and kind of like shows the ridiculous a little bit where you can understand. I think that those are my favorite authors where they're able to do that and kind of set something up that way, or like, I don't know, I guess both ways, where they take the ordinary and they either make it really funny and show the humor, or they take the ordinary and they show like the deep beauty in it, where you're just like, oh
yes, well, that's the beauty of Jane Austen.
Yeah.
Oh, the beauty of Jane Austen is the ordinary was just, but it's so beautiful and extraordinary. And I think the ordinary is extraordinary in a way in life. Our ordinary lives are extraordinary, And I think that especially with 2020, I think a lot of people have learned that lesson that the ordinary is extraordinary when you're limited on what you can do. You can't go out. You can't, like, for now,
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first year that I've had to think about, okay, who am I going to be around? Who, like, I have to be aware of this and aware of this and aware of this. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's
Oh yeah,
crazy. But as before, it was just like
totally.
willy nilly go out.
Yeah,
I
sky was the
always thought,
limit.
exactly. And
Mhm.
I never thought it would be like unsafe to go and sing carols at a nursing home. And now that's considered unsafe. It's so sad.
Yeah. No, I was thinking about that too on Christmas. I mean, my Christmas looked different this year than it typically does, as I'm sure everyone's did. And the people that I was with, I just felt so, I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's like the complicated experience of being a human where you can feel so many things at once. But I just remember on Christmas Day feeling so sad about the people I wasn't able to see and just go be with.
No.
And then I also was like, I'm so grateful for the people that I am with. And I just want to take this moment to just be so grateful because who knows what could happen next. Like none of us are guaranteed a full lifetime as we see what a lifetime should be. Like none of us are guaranteed that we will even have tomorrow, whether that be
Oh, I
related to
know.
COVID or not. So really being able to take advantage of that is amazing. And I think that that was something that generations past have been able to appreciate more because health was more of a risk. People didn't live as long, people couldn't travel with such ease and all that stuff, so there really was like an appreciation when you were with somebody, and there weren't as many distractions either. So I think that we can kind of learn that a lot from the past and from classic literature and how they present their life as it was and things like that. So
Well, have you ever seen the show Frontier House, or there's another show? What is it called? I can't, I'm trying to remember. It's, oh, Victorian House, I think. And it was
uh-uh.
on PBS, and they did this experiment where for 5 months they had a group of people, and I totally would love to do this.
Shut up, I want to do it too. I want to live in a
where they
Victorian house.
where they had a family that were the lords and lady of the house, and then they had a little boy, and then they, for 5 months, they got to live as lord and lady, and then they also had servants that lived for 5 months as the servants.
That sounds amazing.
And this was around, I think this was in like early 2000s, 2001. It's a really good show. It's on
Okay,
PBS.
forget
It
The
was
Bachelor.
on,
That's my new reality show I want to be on.
oh my gosh. You know what? I almost went to, people have been like, oh, Claudia, you'd be great on The Bachelor. And I almost went to an audition, but I had a matinee.
Oh no. Okay, I
Because the
went.
only time that they were in Florida was, I was like, I have a freaking matinee. What the heck?
That
And my friend,
sucks.
I know this one of my friends was like, that's so funny. Like, you almost auditioned for The Bachelor, but you had a matinee.
I think in full disclosure, if I ever was on The Bachelor, I think I would either be the psycho girl that everyone hated because I would just get so in my head and be like, what am I doing here? Or I would be like, he's cool and everything, but I've like made best friends with these women, so I want to stay on the show so I can hang out with them.
I know. I think I totally would be the girl that he would kiss first, like,
I could
obviously.
see that in you too. And then I would be in the corner like, he kissed Claudia, he must not like me. Why am I here?
Well, then I'd be like, you guys, it's The Bachelor. You can kiss him too. Like,
I know.
what's the big deal?
I actually just want to be on Dancing with the Stars, but I'll be in a Victorian show too. So,
I would love to be on Dancing with the Stars too.
right? It would be so funny. Although
I would love
I'm
it
gonna
because
have to just say it.
I want to be a ballroom dancer.
Yes. Have you ever seen the movie Strictly Ballroom?
I was just about to say, shut up. This is so.
It's
No,
the best. It's the best.
just about to be like, have you seen?
Claudia, I love you so much. Okay, so watch Jane Austen Book Club and then watch Strictly Ballroom. It's so good. It's the same director that did crap, what's the movie
Romeo
with
and
Nicole Kidman?
Juliet,
Romeo and
Moulin
Juliet, Australia,
Rouge,
Moulin Rouge. Yeah. So
Baz Luhrmann, so good.
he's great. I love
It's
his
so
style in making movies.
flashy and
Oh, it's so good. But he always does the thing where he starts so flashy, he gets you like razzle dazzled, and then he kind of like settles in. And then at the end, it's like a really good story,
I
just
know.
great. But
Well, and so the guy in Strictly Ballroom is so freaking hot.
Oh yeah. Do you know
I
something random about him? Later in his career, you know that movie with Will Smith, I, Robot?
no.
Oh, it's a good one. But it's like
I guess I haven't
futuristic
seen it.
sci-fi, and it has like all
Okay.
these robots that just like they're kind of like the servants of society. They do all of the grunt work or whatever. And then it's about them becoming like cognizant or sentient, I guess. Sentient is the word. Um, but the robots all like walk funny like robots, and he choreographed that. Like he worked with all of the people that were like robots to like walk the right way and everything. And so in the behind the scenes, it showed him, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's the dude. Oh yeah, he's so hot.
Crazy.
His butt looks so good in those seamless pants that they wear for ballroom.
Shut up. Stop
Right.
it. Hottie Boom Body Central. But then that scene I would watch over and over again. The
where
scene,
he
the dance.
kneel slides and comes around her.
Well, yes, of
Gives
course.
her the look.
Yes, I know. I love the Pasto Doble. No, the when he is in the studio by himself and he has the wife beater on.
Oh yeah,
by
he's doing his
himself.
dance.
And then he like runs into the, oh my God.
And then she turns around and
mirror.
Fran's there and she's just like, hi.
I know. I can't. And then the, what's the dance of love? Look at me like you're in love.
The fruity rumba.
Yeah, it's a dance of love. Now look at me like you're in love. And I'm like,
yeah.
I would have been like, I love how she's like, because I totally would be too.
Yeah, you guys, if you haven't seen this movie, seriously, watch it. Seriously. And you'll know everything we're talking about.
Well, that's the thing is like a lot of, okay, so being a theater girl, there's a lot of really like yummy men like that, but the majority of them are gay, which is sad, but also it makes it easier in a way because it's like,
because there's not like potential to relationship up with
I can act like I can tell them how I like actually feel. I'm like, you are so freaking hot, and like I can actually tell them instead of like trying to act like, because there's no chance for that I can be with them. So I can just tell them whatever I want. So it's nice.
That is nice, actually. Do you think do you think guys would be freaked out? Because I think guys would be freaked out. I think as much as guys say that they want a girl to like come for them or like show that they're interested, I think guys are turned off by that more often than not.
Yeah, I found that some guys are really shocked by my forwardness, but
that's fine.
I don't really care. Life is too short. It's like, if you really like me, you can just get over it,
Yeah.
I don't know. But I haven't always been this forward. It just comes with age. I'm 30.
So many years.
I'm 30. I'm 30. So
yeah, it's true. Actually, I think that's true because I haven't dated like tons in the last, so I had like a longer relationship that I just recently, a couple months ago, got out of. So now going into dating, I do think that that's different of like being upfront and be like, hey, I would like to go out with you. Like, can we do something? The guys do respond different. I think guys in their 20s like the chase a little bit more than they like the girl coming on to them. You know what I mean?
Well, I think they like it when I come on to them because I'm like an older woman. So it's like
haven't had any complaints. Yeah.
Because they're like, whoa, she's 30. What?
Girl. Yeah. I do hear the 30s are always like the decade for women where they just really feel confident and great.
I know.
And I have felt that too. I felt it.
Oh, for sure. I feel way better in my 30s than I ever. I mean, I'm literally like, how many months in? 2 months in? 3 months in? I don't know. No, 2 months in, about a little over 2 months.
Okay.
Almost 3. And so I feel way better. It's like you just don't really care anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely. You get rid of the
BS.
Yeah, like the judgment. I think like the things I care about now are less superficial than the things that really were so important to me when I was like 23.
For sure. Yes.
And Jane would agree.
She would agree. She really would.
Yeah.
Seriously. I can't believe that we thought the Strictly Barb movie was so funny.
It really is funny. I do have to say I enjoy that, you guys. There's like so many times that we'll be messaging each other about something and one of us will be like, so I was thinking we should do this. And the other person's like, oh, I was totally thinking that too. So it's very convenient. Great.
But that one happened live for all you to see.
Yes.
So that was great.
The movies. I love them.
Okay, so we have, so should we break down through each book and kind of talk about idea? I don't know. We should have probably discussed this before, but it's okay.
Well, we talked so much. We thought we had it all figured out.
I know.
So, well, the order that we're going to do, we're going to get February, we're going to do Emma. And at the beginning of February, we're thinking we're going to post a schedule of the dates that we want to do a live or the activities. And then whoever is available, wants to join, wants to watch, you can log on and see it. You can come prepared with the different things that we want to do. We have a couple fun ideas. And then
we're going to try
do that too.
We're going to try and be like as consistent as possible.
Yes.
If we can. We just have to look at our schedules and see. So like, for example, if possible, we could maybe have like a Saturday mid-morning live or something. You know, we're going to try to be as consistent as we possibly can. Can't promise anything, but that would be really good for us. And so for you guys, it'd just be a lot easier for you guys to remember.
Yeah, definitely. We'll make it easy on you guys because we love you. So Emma, and then in March, we're going to do Mansfield Park, which I actually haven't read that one in so many years. I barely remember the details of that book.
I love Fanny.
Yeah.
Fanny, poor Fanny. She's the backbone
character.
of that.
Yeah. Jane has good heroines, you know?
I know.
Good
well,
job.
And Fanny is just, I feel so bad for her. She's surrounded by psychos.
Yeah. Which who can't relate to that at some point in their life?
For real. But it is good. It's good. It's a good one for theater people, performers, because it's all about the forbidden and
yeah, that's true.
The craziness, all that happens, you know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Why do you think we are so attracted to the forbidden?
I think it's because it's bad. Like you're not supposed to do it. It's kind of like when you're a little kid and you're you're not supposed to do something, but then you kind of do it anyway, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of like that, like, I'm gonna do it anyway, but
so funny. You know, when I was a kid, I was like a little angel baby. Like I wanted to do everything right because if we're being honest, I wanted praise from my parents. So I would like be the perfect child so that I could like compete with my siblings and be like, okay, I will be the good one. And I did not get rebellious until I was like 19. And then all of a sudden I was like, no, I want to do what I want to do. I think it was kind of shocking for my family to suddenly be like, what's Bethany's like situation all of a sudden?
Yeah, no, I didn't get rebellious really until high school, I would say, probably.
Really? Yeah. Even in high school, I was still like I don't know. I followed the rules. I liked getting a payoff for doing the right thing, the right thing. So I just always did that. And I didn't question a lot, but now I do, which I like. I actually think it's important to question things.
Oh yeah. I question everything 500 bajillion times until I understand it.
That's good.
Yes. So Mansfield Park is wonderful. And I'm excited to read it again. All of them are wonderful, but Fanny is I just remember really reading it and just being like, oh my gosh, Fanny is so like, my heart.
She's so good. Okay, I just thought of something too. So if you are more of an audiobooks person, I get you. I love Audible so much. There is a version of Emma on Audible, and it's one of their Audible original productions. So it's dramatized. They have Emma Thompson as the narrator, and she is flawless. I cannot say enough nice things about Emma Thompson. I love her so much. So she narrates it, and then they have a cast that will read the different parts, and they have like a little bit of sound effects here and there to kind of just like make you feel like you're in the scene with them. It is so well done. It is one of my favorites. I listened to it multiple times throughout the last couple of years that I've had it because I just enjoy it so much. So if you want to do something like that, there are some really good versions on Audible. That one is my favorite. But you can get an audiobook, you can order the book. I actually just ordered a new copy of Emma so that I could like make notes in it and stuff for this. So then when we talk about it, I have things like highlighted and stuff that I can remember.
Yeah. Oh, have fun. I love Emma Thompson so much. She's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh,
So good.
and the other thing we wanted to do with this, with the episodes that we are going to be creating for the books.
I was literally just about to talk about that.
Brain waves. We are going to talk about the movies and the different BBC versions and the adaptations of the book. So we'll do episodes comparing, like watching one version of Emma and then talking about that along with talking with the book. So we'll kind of have them intermitted that way.
Yes. And we'll have a lot of people don't know certain modern adaptation, like modern movies were actually based off of Jane Austen books, which will be fun. I don't want to say, too much about it, but because I want to wait until we do record those episodes. And so that will be like a really fun way to kind of say, oh, okay, like, so this character was supposed to be this character and all of that.
Yeah, it'll be really fun. So, and I think sometimes those movies, like I've watched them and I'm like, oh, this is kind of silly. And then when I realize that it's comparing it to the storyline of one of Jane Austen's novels, then I'm like, oh my gosh, it is so clever how they did it. It gives you such an appreciation for the writing and the character development and things like that.
It really does. Well, and also, even if you guys don't want to read the books, or if you've already read the books and you just don't want to read them again, or it's still going to be really fun to listen to, because we'll still like talk about it and explain it, and then like through each episode we'll kind of talk about what part we are in the book, and it'll be fun. So fun.
Yeah, there's a lot we could do with this. So we're gonna have tons of, like, there's so many movies. Like, really, if you just want to watch the movies with us and do it that way, like, we have all your extracurriculars figured out for you.
Yeah, so and a lot of it is going to be fresh for me too, because I haven't seen every single adaptation of every single book, because there's a lot. I mean,
me neither.
Yeah, so there's a lot that I need to explore. Yeah, I'm pumped.
I'm actually excited for that, because I haven't seen all of the older BBC versions of Jane Austen's films, so it'll be fun to watch those and kind of see how they presented it, and then compare from there.
Fresh eyes, exactly. I'm fun. It'll be fun. So I'm trying really hard, you guys, not to do filler words, and I catch myself every now and then. So I'm sorry.
You just
I'm
like
actually
old
I feel like
yourself.
I'm doing a little bit better, because I am being silent. I've just been nodding for those of you watching on YouTube. Instead of going, I've been nodding.
No, you're doing great. It's great.
It's just so hard being quiet, you guys.
And it feels so encouraging looking at the screen and seeing you be like, go on, say more.
I love that.
That's funny. I wonder if maybe you do it that way because you're an actress, and so you have your lines that you say everything perfectly, and then in your own conversation you just have like more relaxed and you just say things how you want. You're not thinking about what you have to say.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think so too, because I try to memorize my lines exactly as it's written, because they were written that way for a reason, and I feel like it's respectful of the author, of the person that wrote the play. Except I will say, if in the play it says that these lines don't have to be verbatim or ad lib or whatever, then that's different. If it's what the author wishes. Yeah. But I just feel, especially when you're doing like classic plays, they give you line notes. So I just think it's super important to respect the author of the play by doing it exactly.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. That I would agree with you. I haven't done as many plays as you, so I don't have all that, but
it does not matter. Okay, so and then I'm totally lost right now.
Well, let's see. What else do we want to talk about?
I know. So we were going through the books, right? Like the Mansfield, Northanger, Pride and Prejudice, and Sensibility and Persuasion. I mean, do we should we talk about like the different ideas we had for each, or just?
I don't know, because I think we'll probably change them as we go. So
I know
we don't have to say anything here, but again, if you guys have something that you want to see us do for one of them, send us a message. So I mean, like, we're genius, obviously, but like we might not have all the ideas you guys do, so we want to hear them. Oh, we'll do that. It's just I was just thinking of like something we could do. And then I was like, oh, that wouldn't work unless we were together. And then in my head, I was like, we should plan a trip. And I almost started planning our trip on this podcast for everyone to hear. And I was like, keep it together. Don't say that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
We'll do that sometime.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that's about everything that we wanted to go over with it. Is there anything we are missing?
I don't know. How long have we been chatting?
We're at 40 right now.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Cool.
40 minutes flies by, you guys.
It really does.
I don't know if you feel the same listening to us, but
no. Well, it's funny when we were talking about doing this book club, it's like, are we going to have enough like for each book to do 4 episodes? And I was like, 100,000% yes, we will.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about that. And then you gave me a reality check and I was like, oh yeah, for sure. We could talk longer.
There's so much. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I can't wait to dive into each heroine again.
Yeah, especially with all the different movies and the versions of that. It'll be fun to kind of, I don't know, it's a different lens to look at it and see if we agree with it or if we don't like what the directors and writers did, you know. So
yes, I know. Fun. For sure. Well, can't wait to have you guys join our book club. We're so excited. And
thanks so much.
Watch the Jane Austen book club.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know, what is your favorite quote?
Oh,
my favorite quote is, he looks at me like he's the spoon and I'm the dish of ice cream.
Oh my gosh, that one was so good. I messaged you. I sent you a Marco Polo with that one and I was like, excuse me? Yeah. Emily Blunt?
I know.
So good.
I know. He's hot and that's bad that he's hot because he's, it's fine. Just watch the movie.
Yes, watch it. You'll know it. Yeah, thanks guys. Okay, don't forget to follow us on all social medias, Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. We are under Tea with Claudia and B, so you can find us there. Send us messages that way. You can also send us an email at teawithclaudiaandb@gmail.com. And
yes, and keep an eye out for when we post our calendar of like our lives and when we'll be doing it, what we'll be doing it, our challenges. So be sure to follow us for all the things there.
Yeah, definitely. So
see, oh my gosh, this is why I had it written down. We were supposed to talk about our feedback that we received.
Oh, yeah.
Some of our feedback. Yes. Okay. So my uncle, he is really funny, and he watched the first episode, like the first 8 minutes of the episode, and I think he's watched some more of it. But he said that you guys are an intercontinental pink train wreck. I just can't stop watching. Isn't that hilarious? And then my friend, let me get this open. Let's see. She said, let's see. Oh no, I didn't have her message saved. Shoot, it's okay. I know that she said that we could have like some funny quotes for shirts or something.
Oh yeah.
She said the quote, I'm not warmed up, when I was talking about the story with my mom and how yes. And then she had a funny quote for you and I didn't have it saved. Gosh dang it. It's okay.
That's a good one.
I know. She had a funny quote for you too.
We have a couple of funny things that I think we're gonna post on our Instagram more. So follow there so you can see. If you that's one thing you could do. You can leave a comment on Apple Podcast or Spotify, wherever you're subscribed. Just leave a comment, like and rate us, please, because that's super helpful. And then for your comment, just add like the quote that you thought was funny from that episode.
Yeah, and
I know we say a lot of random crap, so
we do.
Just tell us.
We do. And thank you guys for the ones that have already given us like a rating on Apple. That was super sweet.
Yeah, thank you guys. We really appreciate you taking the time to do that. So
yes. Nice. Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. Okay. We got a review.
Holding on. What? Shut up, you guys.
I just saw this. I didn't even know. Okay. So, This is from my friend Chelsea. She's like such a big
Chelsea.
supporter.
She
I love her.
is. I like her. I always
She's
see
so sweet.
commenting.
She messaged me the other day and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm already making t-shirts."
Aw, I love her.
She is so sweet. She goes, "Yas, get," and then the clap emoji, clap emoji. Okay, so y'all are my favorite podcast to listen to right now because all the yes to all of it. I'm so happy that I get to be here from the beginning. So 20 years down the road, when y'all have a book deal, t-shirts, makeup line, and clothing line, I can say I was there when they met on the radio, and now look.
Aww.
And then a cry face, heart, yellow heart emoji, and then the heart eyes emoji. Please keep it up. I love it. Bye.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Oh, she
She
dreams
is
bigger
so
than I
sweet.
do, and I like it.
I know. We should have her on as a guest because she is just like such a ray of sunshine. Her favorite color is yellow. Literally, her car is yellow. She has yellow everywhere.
That's
She's
so
the
cute.
sweetest. Well, and it's fun. Yeah, she's great. She's so great. I love her so much.
And I also wanted to read one from one of the OG supporters. Her Instagram, so I don't know what her name is besides what's on Instagram, but it's Emily. I don't know who you are. No, it's Emily Capra 17. So
she's so sweet.
She's one that reached out to us like when the whole Claudia and B saga on the radio first happened, and we met each other and everything. And she's been so supportive, but she sent a message after listening to the first episode and she said, love you too. So glad you included a video recording. So good. I can't wait to get to know more about you guys, and then all of the cute little emojis. So thank you, Emily. It's been so fun having you message us and support us and encourage us with this. So thank
sweet.
You.
We love
thank
it.
you all.
Yes.
So much gratitude. Can't even.
I know. I love it. And sorry, I'm a little woo-woo, you guys. I'm like it's really late here, so I'm getting really tired. So I'm like,
that's okay. It's the twilight zone because we're in the week between Christmas and New Year's, and it's exactly. I think we're all going to be out of it.
I mean, not that I'm not normally woo, but
just extra.
I'm extra woo-woo.
Oh my gosh, you're so extra tonight, Claudia.
As the kids would say.
Those kids. Okay, I think that's it. We got everything, right?
Yeah, we totally did.
Okay, guys.
So fun. All right.
Like, subscribe, comment, give us a review. Thank you for everything.
I know. Thank you guys. And join our book club.
Yes. So exciting. Okay.
And even if you don't be stressed about, reading the book, because you don't have to read the book. It's fine. And I actually have some tips and tricks on how to read a Jane Austen book like in a month or less than a month, because I've done the book club before. So I can give them to you guys.
Perfect. You're a pro at this. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we'll see you next week with our next episode, you guys.
Yay. So excited. All right. Hey. Thanks for joining us for tea.
Yeah, bye. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, cool. Oh, so recording on.
Yep. Okay. Bye, YouTube. Thanks.
Bye.